The election of a hardline cleric, Ebrahim Raisi, as the new president of Iran creates a real paradox for the Biden administration. On the one hand, the outcome of Iran's election may make it easier to revive the nuclear deal with Tehran, yet on the other hand, it also may make it harder to go beyond that deal to get something the U.S. also is demanding: further agreements limiting Iran's missile development and its support for terrorist forces elsewhere in the Middle East. Mr. Raisi, the new president, is known as a hardliner within Iran's system, a close ally of the supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and someone who has helped lead harsh crackdowns against internal dissent both in 1988 and in 2009. Yet he also supports reviving the nuclear deal negotiated under President Obama because he wants the financial relief that would come if economic sanctions against Iran are relaxed as part of that deal. More than that, he would be happy if the revival of that deal were wrapped up before he takes office in August. That way his administration wouldn't get the blame for any Iranian concessions that have to be made along the way, but he would get the benefits of sanctions relief. So the chances of getting a deal wrapped up quickly actually may have improved. Yet the Biden administration has said it wants any new deal with Iran to be, quote, longer and stronger. That means expanding the old deal, perhaps by moving beyond it, to begin negotiations on a follow-up accord on Iran's production of missiles, drones, and other new weapons systems, and reducing its support for Islamic hardliners around the Middle East. And that is something Mr. Raisi has said he has no interest in discussing. The Biden administration hopes that Iran's need to go beyond simple sanctions relief now and win more access over time to the Western finance and banking systems still will give the U.S. the leverage needed to force a broader deal. But that will be tough. In fact, it may grow harder to force Iran to go further because the U.S. actually is shrinking its presence in the Middle East to focus more on confronting China. A smaller American military footprint in the region means a diminished ability to exert pressure on Iran and on its proxies. So President Biden may face a tough choice as he confronts a new Iranian leader. Is a revival of the old nuclear deal worthwhile on its own, even if the prospects of broadening it out over time begin to recede?